Fun. So tell me about your fun. Come on. Tell me what I'm missing out. I'm a Muslim. I can't eat this and I can't drink that and I can't do that and I can't smoke drugs and I can't gamble. I can't do all of these things. You tell me the fun you're having that I'm missing. Anyway.
Well, I appreciate you admitting that even if Islam wasn't true, you'd still follow it. You still think it's perfect guidance.
But guess what? I believe it is true. And I believe this life is not the end. And I believe this fun will come to an end. Disciples of Jesus. Second, I don't believe they were witness to what they wrote. Third, I don't believe they were inspired by the Holy Spirit. So I don't know what ground a Christian stands on to make such claims.
Is it polytheism?
Oh, yeah, no.
Look, who makes the claim of polytheism?
Yeah.
Well, I'm asking.
No, who makes the claim?
Muslim.
What do you mean polytheism? Muslims don't make the claim of polytheism.
The Holy Trinity. Does that not count as polytheism?
Well, Muslims don't make that claim of Trinity.
The Christians?
Yes. Why did they make the claim?
You got Jordan.
The Bible. Everything a Christian makes the claim of is from their Bible. So whenever you speak to a Christian who's making this claim that he knows what God is, 3 in 1, co-equal distinct persons in one being, his information is from one place, the Bible. When a Christian comes to you and says Jesus died for your sins, he's getting it from the Bible. That's the source of his information. Why should you believe it? And that's how you test a claim. So me, I went from an atheist to a deist, then I tested all of the claims, and Islam is the only claim that can be true, I believe.
Now you're a theist.
Yes. Because I don't see what's the point of having a creator that does nothing with his creation.
There's something about Islam that's all-encompassing. It seems to bring all of the monotheistic stuff together. And
Yes.
so to tick that box.
Look, the whole point of a creator is to guide his creation. Yeah, that's the whole point. Now, if you've got a religion of God and you've got no guidance, what's the point? So, for example, Christians...
What's the point in deism, is that what you're saying?
No. I'm talking about Christianity again. For example, Christians this is a claim they love to make. Jesus died for your sins. Jesus fulfilled the law. There is no law anymore. Yeah, this is a claim to make.
Do you think he's an enlightened being, Jesus Christ? Do you think he was an enlightened being, a transcendent being?
I believe he's a messenger of God. No problem about that. But you're missing the point I'm saying to you. So the Christians love to crow about the idea that Jesus fulfilled the law, so you're not bound by the law no more. But when you look at what the law is guidance. If you look at the law that's given to the Jews, it's to protect them within this world. Of course, they were given some laws that caused hardship because of their rebellion, but the reality is, what is God's law to his creation? It's guidance for his creation. So what a Christian is saying now, God has removed all of his guidance. And what does Jesus say? Render unto Caesar what's due to Caesar, and render unto God what's due to God. So keep the laws of the land. Now all of a sudden your moral standard has become what? The society you live in. What the hell's the difference between that and atheism? But in Islam, our standard is God Almighty and his guidance. And it just so happens everything...
Atheists can't have moral guidance either.
No, they can have moral guidance. What is their moral anchor?
They might just have an internal compass.
So what is their moral anchor? They have to have a standard that can't change. They have to have a standard that's objective. They have to have something that everything can be measured against. So what is it? I don't know what they do. What I do know is 50 years ago, homosexuality...
It has to be standardised, you're saying, morality.
It has to be objective. It can't be a subjective. It can't be... I'll give you an example. Okay. In England, you can sleep with a 16-year-old child. Yeah? By law. Okay. In Italy, that's paedophilia. In Italy, you've got to be 18. Right. So morality can't even cross the gap. Yeah? So when man is set in the moral standard, it will fluctuate from man to man and from whim to desire. Do you get me? So you have to have an objective morality. You have to have God's morality, a standard that you say you're a good person. Who says you're good? You have to have a standard to be measured against. If you have no standard, you can't say you're good, because what's your standard? You might think you're good. That doesn't make you good. Do you get me? So these are the start points.
So deism wasn't really enough for you. You went from being an atheist, so all religion is man-made nonsense.
Deism is pointless. Deism is just a step on the way. It's like you're going on a journey and you stop at the services. That's what deism is. Yeah? You're on your way. When you get to the services, you're not going to stay there, are you? You're on a journey. But the services is where okay, I'm on the journey. This is part of the journey. That there's a creator. Now the next part of the journey is, how do I get to understand that creator? Has that creator communicated to us? A deist will say no. A theist will say yes. But then the theist will then divide into Islam, Christianity, Judaism, and all of the other isms. And then you have to look at all of them. Like he did, like I did, like Ben did. We're all English lads. That's Ben. Oh, forgive me, sorry. Welsh. You crossed the bridge, innit?
Did you convert all these guys?
No.
Well, not you, sorry, they came to that realisation on their own.
Martin already embraced Islam. He just met our organisation. Matt, mashallah, embraced Islam 2 years ago? 3 years ago. Yeah. It's Jordan a year ago.
Jordan, yeah.
Last year. Ben, we met him on...
Tall, good-looking, dark, handsome. I don't fancy him.
No. He's the guy that a non-Muslim can look at and say, this guy...
He's not ginger.
No. This guy didn't convert. This guy didn't convert because he got no friends. And this guy didn't convert because he can't get a girlfriend.
I know, they're all low-rent arguments, really. It's a bit trite.
I watch you a lot on TV.
Oh, mashallah.
Yeah, you are a Manchester United fan, I know this.
Indeed I am.
Yeah, you are. Your name is Hamzة, yes?
It is indeed.
I came here to see you only.
No, you didn't come here to see me. Oh, mashallah.
Yeah,
welcome, marhaba.
I love you a lot.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your kind words. Alhamdulillah.
I used to study also comparative religion and I listen to you a lot.
Alhamdulillah.
And I see you in the program بالقرآن اهتديت.
Oh, with الكردية, yeah, mashallah.
The reason why you get Muslim.
Alhamdulillah.
You are the faith from fire.
Allahu Akbar. Alhamdulillah. Jazakallah khair.
I'm very happy to see you.
Thank you very much.
So many fans.
Alhamdulillah. I'm a very shy person. I am. I'm a very shy person. But it goes with the territory.
Oh, humility, being humble.
Yeah. I don't do this for the fame. I don't do this so I get recognised.
Just trying to elucidate truth to people like...
I get mad when I look at some of the videos on YouTube and I'm thinking, flipping it, man. What are you saying that for? Why are you not saying this? Why is he responding that way? What kind of argument is it? Really?
When you reflect on your own performance, you mean?
No. I'm very measured in what I say. I like to think I am. If someone, look, one of my mottos in the park is what? I win or I learn.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I can never lose. So if you teach me something today, I've learned something. And I don't mind that. I'm yet to learn something. Allahu Akbar.
I'm going to try and sign it yet. Can't get a word in edgeways. I've got nothing to say.
No, speak as you like, man. Speak as you like. Well, you're here all day anyway.
What is the ginger thing? What do you think it's about, the ginger jihad? I'm going to drag it into the gutter a little bit. Lots of white converts tend to be ginger, don't they? I watched that.
Did you see Tommy Robinson's beard?
It wasn't that ginger.
It was ginger.
It wasn't that ginger.
It was ginger.
Tinges.
It was ginger. Most people's beard ginger. The question needs to be asked,
do you think like...
why has Allah blessed ginger people? That should be the question.
That's a good question.
Alhamdulillah.
Allah bless ginger people.
Yeah, I don't know. Alhamdulillah.
Because most white converts tend to be ginger, so we've been blessed by Allah.
I think most people's beard grow ginger, to be honest with you.
We're both ginger men, you know what I mean?
No, but most white, like Jordan's beard, it grows ginger in it.
But it's not a ginger, is it?
No, but his beard grows ginger.
If it grows long enough,
Yeah.
it's like hinted.
Yeah. But then if I bring you blonde converts, then what? Not all of them are ginger. He's not ginger. He's not ginger. So basically it's Matt is ginger. Ben? Matt? Martin, sorry? Matt? Huh?
I want to take a picture with you.
Okay, inshallah. Go on then.
Name signature. That's
I honestly think I can answer that question.
Thank you very much.
I'll give you the answer that you think it's going to be.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's because as ginger people, when we were children, we were abused in the playground. Yeah, we were abused in the playground, and we couldn't get any friends because we were ginger. And then when we grew up, we had no friends because we had no childhood friends. So then we found a social religion that we could be included into, whether we were ginger or not. There you go. That's why.
Muslims tend to pick up the black guys and the gingers, generally, in the prisons and the system.
No, I would say this. If I speak to someone who's ginger, I think they've got a pretty good chance of becoming a Muslim. Yeah, alhamdulillah.
Gingers are blessed.
Yeah.
Ginger power.
Been okay?
How are you? I'm finished now.
Oh, come on, you're going to get 10 minutes.
3 likes.
Do you get me? So the ginger thing, that's what we want to hear. Yeah, I got no friends, couldn't get a girlfriend, and as a Muslim,
I've watched enough of your videos to know it's not true.
I can pick a wife off a shelf.
Yeah, I know.
Beautiful.
But I know you've had a wife or a partner and children. So.
And she was ginger.
Was she?
Indeed she was.
Your children did? No. Skips generation.
My father wasn't ginger, nor was my mother. But my grandmother was. So maybe that's what it does. But like I say, that's why. Got no friends. I've got no personality. I might be a little bit mentally sick. I'm mentally ill. And people saw me as low-hanging fruit. And yeah, they made me a Muslim.
You've heard it all before, ain't you?
No, because that's the only way a white English person can justify someone becoming a Muslim. They can't get it. Why would you give up your white privilege? You're a white Englishman. Why would you give up your white privilege and join the Muzzies? There must be something wrong with you.
Well, I don't think gingers experience white privilege because, as you said,
oh no, we do.
Growing up.
Yeah, we do. So,
White privilege.
because here's what human beings do.
Everyone hates white.
I'll give you an example, right? I used to watch horror films, yeah? And I would only watch horror films, right, that were so far-fetched that I knew could never happen, right? So, for example, you watch Friday the 13th, Jason at the lake. I used to say to myself, well, as long as I don't go to a cabin by a lake, Jason can't get me, right? And that was my justification, right? Now, white English lads, I'm just using an example here, when they look at a white English lad becoming a Muslim, they think, why has he become a Muslim? He must be crazy. He must have no friends. Oh, it's ginger, he mustn't have any friends. Can't get a girlfriend. Do you know why? Because if they're not the reasons, then they have to start thinking, well, wait a minute. Why has he become a Muslim? And if he did have friends and he can get a girlfriend and ginger wasn't an issue and he's still become a Muslim, why haven't I looked at it? So they tell themselves, oh, he's ugly ginger fat guy. Oh, he's got a big nose and big ears. That's why he's a Muslim, so he can't get a girl any other way. Because if they don't tell themselves that, they have to look at themselves. Now,
said to you in the past.
No, I know that's what they're thinking. Now, here's the amazing thing. And yes, in comment section, yes. But here's the amazing thing. Jordan kills that. Jordan kills that. Because you can't say to Jordan, you're ugly, you're not successful, you can't get a girlfriend, you're ginger. So why has Jordan become a Muslim now? You know what they say? What do you reckon they say?
I don't know, issues at home, family issues.
He's a copper. That's it. MI5.
Really?
Has to be.
Infiltrated.
Because no way would a tall, good-looking, handsome English lad become a Muslim. Unless they were undercover coppers.
Is there any ulterior motives with Jordan? Or did he just genuinely believe?
Jordan's a sound lad. Jordan is a lad who...
Am I right in thinking his sister became a Muslim first?
Huh?
Am I right in thinking his sister became a Muslim?
But with Jordan, he's an intellectual lad. Now, if you talk and act and behave with intellect, you'll become a Muslim. If you act on emotion, you won't. Standard. Because your position is not logical. Your position is irrational. Because you think you're with the crowd. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Like, I know I can have a chat with Tommy Robinson and destroy all of his arguments. All of them. Age of Aisha, this, that, whatever it is. Destroy them all. Then what? So they won't allow him to get close to people like me. They need the myth. They need the unicorn. Do you get me? Because when I exposed the unicorn...
They said, okay, well, you can't pray.
Okay, sorry.
What do you mean?
The unicorn is just this idea, this fabricated idea of what Islam is and why people are Muslims and what Muslims are and what they do. This is a myth.
Did Mohammed fly to heaven on a unicorn? Is that true?
Say it again?
Did Mohammed fly to heaven on a unicorn?
No.
A winged horse?
No.
The Burak?
Well, that's different, isn't it? No, you can't talk about the Burak unless you believe in a creator. And you believe in miracles.
Yeah.
Because if Allah can create this earth, yeah, from nothing, then Allah can create an animal that can fly to heaven. Not an issue.
You can see why people don't believe that.
Believe what?
Why people struggle with that, like it's metaphorical or it's an allegory, it's not literal.
Why don't they believe it?
Because it's just inherently irrational.
Why is it irrational?
Because horses can't fly.
But how do you know this animal didn't exist?
I don't.
But do you believe in the miracles of God? Do you believe, for example, that Jesus could cure the blind? Did you believe Moses could part the sea?
I don't believe it was miraculous. I think whatever happened.
Oh, you don't think it's miraculous?
No. I think human beings are very good at telling stories.
So you think it's fabricated?
I don't think it's fabricated. Yeah,
Right.
They're
So, right.
stories, archetypal stories.
Which is fine. So if you hold that position, don't talk about Burak. Not your business. You don't understand the supernatural.
What are you being like that for?
What?
What are you being like that for?
No, it's standard. I'm not necessarily talking to you specifically. It's the argument, the idea that you can mock the idea of Burak.
Did I mock it?
Yes.
Why?
You called it a winged unicorn.
I said a flying horse.
No, you didn't. You called it a flying unicorn.
I asked.
In a mocking manner.
No, I asked.
With a smile on your face.
I asked you.
So anyway, so the point here is this. The supernatural is none of your business if you don't accept the existence of the supernatural. Standard. There you go. Then if you don't accept the existence of supernatural, don't ask about it.
So can I just take it back to the deism? You were a deist, but it was sort of like you were, as you said, it was...
Do you know how long I was a deist for?
About a week.
Yeah.
About a week. And then you...
Maybe a little bit longer.
And then you embraced Islam ahead of all the other religions.
Yes.
Never look back.
No. 18 years in October. Protected from all the things destroying society today. Protected from gambling and alcohol and sexual immorality and all of this stuff. Beautiful. My kids have the same guidance. Alhamdulillah. My friends became brothers. The pub became the mosque. Beautiful. Because human beings, we're social creatures. So are you going to gravitate towards people that are indulging in things that are going to could potentially destroy your life in the future? I guarantee you, go speak to the homeless in London. Ask them how they got where they got. I guarantee you one of the 5 poisons led to that position. Guaranteed. Whether it be drugs, whether it be alcohol, whether it be gambling, whether it be sexual immorality, whether it be dealing in interest and debt and credit card payments and payday loans and stuff like this. But one of those 5 poisons led you there.
Can you not indulge in the 5 poisons, but not just don't go too far with it? Be sensible, be intelligent.
Oh, okay. With regards to alcohol, for example, we're told there's benefit in it, but the harm is greater. Where are you going to stop? Why do you think now people are realising, why is gambling now? When it stops being fun, then stop. Why do you think now they're encouraging have alcohol-free weeks? Because they know it's no good for you.
So it's back to this bit, this morality has to be standardised.
Yes.
Objective.
Look, we Muslims can't just drink alcohol, yeah? We can't be around it where it's being served. We can't sell it, we can't buy it, we can't transport it, we can't manufacture it. We can't come anywhere near it, yeah? So I'm not going to get stabbed up or glassed in a nightclub by some pissed up geezer and I'm drinking orange juice. What is?
That's quite extreme picture you paint.
Extreme narrative. What are you saying to me? When people go to nightclubs,
It happens, but not that.
no. What happens when you drink alcohol? What happens?
You lose your inhibitions a little bit.
A lot.
And you have a lot of fun.
A lot. Well, one man's fun is another man's nightmare.
But what we have to appreciate
Yeah?
is that
You watch a Western movie, Hang 'em High and all this. What's the common denominator with all the bad guys? They're always drinking whiskey. whiskey.
Should I pray 5
All of them.
Cool though, ain't they?
Should I go to hell?
No?
What is my life?
Scumbags, from my perspective.
Is God one?
Yeah, they're cool, robbing and killing and murdering people. Fantastic, mate. Is that your standard?
Prophets.
I think you can sort of, you can entertain it.
Have you seen Peaky Blinders? Have you seen Peaky Blinders?
Tom Hardy.
Is it a foundation? Is it a stone?
Have you seen Peaky Blinders?
No, I'm not saying it's Tom Hardy's.
Well, anyway, check this out. Peaky Blinders. Tommy Shelby's brother, Arthur. Everything he does is when he's drunk. On whiskey.
Some people will say that.
So, listen. I've worked in Falaraki. I've worked in Zakynthos. I've worked in the bars. I've seen what alcohol does.
Before you were a Muslim?
Yes, of course. Yeah, I worked in a pub on Christmas Eve after I became a teetotal. Before becoming a Muslim, I worked in a pub Christmas Eve, and I watched this pub transform to sober people to drunk people, and it was descending into hell. Yeah, and now if you're sober, I've nearly had fights in pubs before I was a Muslim because I didn't want to drink alcohol. People saying to me, "It's good enough for us, but not good enough for you." Do you know what I'm saying? So, no, I don't believe alcohol's a good thing. And I truly believe if you go to a nightclub and people are pissed up and you're not, and you're trying to act normal, and people are acting crazy, you're going to be like, hey, watch me. Yeah? You're going to get in a fight, mate. And then if you mix sexual immorality into it, you're looking at my bird. Yeah? So, all of these things. So the beautiful thing is in Islam, we're away from all of that. Alhamdulillah. I've never been in a nightclub.
You can flirt with it without going too far. I mean, when I drink, I'm very measured.
Say it again.
I think you can flirt with it without becoming decadent and getting involved in
Who's this?
Find out the path, the way that you're finding it.
It's going to come to an end in a minute anyway.
You've got somewhere to be.
That's why I'm a Muslim, so stupid. Yeah. So anyway, going back to my original point. Yes, moderation is one thing, but who moderates your moderation?
Because there aren't that many things that are...
When do you know is enough is enough? What happens when you have a bereavement? What if you lose your job? What if something else happens and you drink a little bit too much? And then something happens whilst you're... You know, I heard a statistic, 70% of people in prison were in with alcohol or drugs when they committed their crimes.
That's fine.
What does that tell you? And then I also hear 70% of people in prison came from broken homes.
Perfectly fine.
Then I start questioning, well, what causes broken homes? Alcohol, drugs, gambling, sexual immorality, and interest dealings. So, if you prohibit those 5 things, you don't get broken homes. If you don't get broken homes, you don't get criminals in prison. Everyone's a winner. You encourage...
Life's so much fun then.
My life's fantastic. Alhamdulillah. What do you mean by fun?
Well, I think it's okay to indulge in those things a little bit without going too far.
How old are you?
33.
You married?
So it would be...
You got kids?
It would be, I would say...
I'll be honest with you, the last me and my missus have, I don't think I could have any other way.
The last one, sorry?
With my missus.
The last
The laughs,
laughs.
me and the missus, that we have when we joke and stuff, yeah? It's like another level, yeah? What is fun? What you mean, me going out, drinking, so I can't really control myself anymore, and I might do something stupid, but I can blame it on the drink? That's fun.
Yeah, but then again, you paint a very extreme picture of it. I don't behave like that.
Okay, what's fun then? Tell me the fun. Tell me the fun. What's the enjoyment?
I think it's okay to go to a pub and have a few beers and chat with your friends. You might lose your inhibition.
Why do you need to go to the have a few beers?
You need to.
You do. You do.
But you prohibit it completely.
No. Why do you need a few beers? Why can't you go to the pub and have a Coke?
Well, occasionally I do.
No, but why do you need the few beers though? You need the beers because you can't be yourself without the beers. That's the standard. You're afraid to talk about what you feel like, but when you've had a beer, when you've had a beer, there's no consequence because you can blame it on the beer. Oh, sorry, love. I was drunk. I didn't know what I was doing. That's the standard, man. I want to know what this fun is. What fun are you having that I'm missing? You said you're having fun. I want to know about this fun. I want to experience it. Did you see my videos in Saudi?
Was it Umrah?
Yes.
I saw that, yeah.
Did you see how much fun we were having?
You climb up a mountain, mate, and you're sweating your bollocks off. It looks horrible.
Climbing that mountain. Do you know that mountain? Do you know, if you knew the story behind me going up that mountain, it was horrible. You know why? Because I wasn't climbing the mountain, because I'd done my calfing doing the Safa Marwa on the Umrah. And I wasn't going to go. And then when I seen Brother Anas come in with his EFDawah Imam Foundation t-shirt, I thought, you know what, I'm going as well. Yeah, and then they didn't want to go, then I pushed it anyway. Do you see us quad biking?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, you see us walking around, all the fun we had. Fun we had, hey! How'd you have fun?
Well.
So tell me about your fun. Come on. Tell me what I'm missing out. I'm a Muslim, I can't eat this, and I can't drink that, and I can't do that, and I can't smoke drugs, and I can't gamble, and I can't do all of these things. You tell me the fun you're having that I'm missing.
I don't think you are missing out.
No, come on, I want to hear the fun.
Will argue according to the Sharia.
What's the fun?
I'm just saying it's okay to indulge those.
No, but I'm trying to, I know, but I want to know what I'm missing. 17 years ago, kind of 18 years ago, I embraced Islam, and I turned my back on the fun. So I want to know what the fun is now that I've missed out on.
Well, did you take it too far? Well, before you were a Muslim, you used to drink and do drugs. Did you take
No.
it too far?
There was no.
That's it. So you had me. He must have been an alcoholic. He must have been this. He must have been that. Why would he become a Muslim? No, I didn't. I stopped drinking alcohol 2 years before becoming a Muslim.
There was no law and order.
After speaking to Muslims.
Savage society.
So could I ask you a question off the back of that? Even if Islam wasn't true, it's still a perfect way to live your life.
Allahu Akbar, yes.
That's where we're trying to get to.
What? If Islam isn't true, is Islam the best way to live your life?
So if it's not true and there is no Allah,
If there's no heaven and no paradise,
Islam is
yes.
still a perfect way to live your life.
Yes.
So the truth doesn't matter.
Even when
Yes.
Islam conquered
Truth doesn't matter.
No, truth does matter.
the Jews were allowed to operate their Sharia,
Truth does matter.
and the Muslims operated their Sharia.
Look, I like gambling.
Yes.
If there's one halal thing I wish was permitted was gambling. One haram thing was I'd love to gamble. I love a bit on the turn a football match, how many corners, this, that, the other. Do a lucky treble, lucky 15 or whatever. I used to work in the bookies for a year, right? So I would love to gamble again. Wait, no good for me, mate. Now I'm pretty sure my children want to do things that they're not allowed to do because they're not good for them.
The world was full of savage.
Now the irony is this: what does the Quran say
And Allah sent down
to Muhammad?
laws of
Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam? You are not a dictator over them, O Muhammad.
rights
Merely
for women.
a warner.
When
So no one's here to tell you what to do. Have your fun. You don't look like you're having a lot of fun. Because if you were a guy having a lot of fun, you'd be telling me all this fun you were having.
I wouldn't be here on the Sunday.
Now, if you're telling me, going to the pub and sitting with your mates is your level of fun.
I do other things.
It's still a
I have
joke in
other
the pub
hobbies.
now.
No, but, all right. No, I'm talking about, you use the example of going to the pub, sitting down. Look, I can go to my mate's house, we put the football on and watch the match and have a laugh, but we don't need to drink beer to do so. Do you get me?
Football's not haram, though.
No, I can go to the mosque. And the mosque is not like a church where you walk in and it's echoey and crack, crack. You go in, everyone's there. You know, like back in the day when you wanted a mechanic or you wanted a builder or you wanted to buy a mobile phone, you go in the pub, innit? A bit like Del Boy, yeah? Who's a mechanic? Who's this? That was where you'd network. Same in the mosque. In the mosque, you got your accountants, you've got your doctor, even doctors, subhanAllah. You got your builders, and all of this stuff. So all you've done is replace a place of iniquity,
And warned them.
yeah, with a place of purity, where you know that some geezer who's had too much is going to come and try and take it out on you.
You cannot force your wife.
You know what I'm saying? And you know the people around you are in this sane state of mind. Why would you want to go to a place where you know the people around you are losing their minds and losing their inhibitions? And if that guy happens to be a bit of a psycho and has got something to prove, he might not like gingers. Do you get me? Anyway.
Well, I appreciate you admitting that even if Islam wasn't true, you'd still follow it. You still think it's perfect guidance.
But guess what? I believe it is true.
A woman in Islam.
And I believe this life is not the end. And I believe this fun will come to an end.
So your children, you raise them as Muslims.
Of course.
If they said, Dad, I don't believe in Allah.
You know what I mean?
I don't believe in a creator.
That
Do you
is a
still
legal
try
ground
and
for
implement Islam as a way of living their lives?
If my daughter said to me, Dad, I don't think I believe in God or Allah, what do you think my response would be?
She doesn't need evidence.
Debate her.
No. And the kind of
Of course.
speak to both of them.
Your children are going to test your boundaries.
They will give them
But guess what? Try and tell your kids not to drink when you're drinking.
necessary.
Tell them not to smoke when you're smoking.
You can't
Tell them not to mess around in relationships when you're in a mess around relationship. Then try and see, and then your kids will see your hypocrisy, and then they won't listen to anything you say.
Well, no, because you see.
But when I tell my kids, they know it's not coming from me. It's coming from their creator, and the creator knows what's bad for them and what's good for them.
A registry, legal thing.
What?
It's been nice chatting to you.
Very nice chatting to you. Stay around. We'll come have a meal with us later.
Sorry?
Come and have a meal with us later. We go to the. Alhamdulillah. Sorry if I was a bit harsh on you. I didn't mean to be.
Cheers, Hamzة.
But remember one thing, yeah? There are many people who think like you, so they have to be addressed also.
Think like me.
Yeah. Think you're having fun. Think that.
Well, not necessarily.
No.
I'm in therapy.
No, but you're in therapy.
Psychotherapy. I'm miserable. I've got something called PTSD.
So why are you clinging on to this idea of notion that by becoming a Muslim you lose all the fun? You seem to have.
I suppose that, I mean, I was just entertaining that. I mean, we were just talking, we were just chewing the fat about that. But I think it comes down to truth claims, so I don't believe it's true. So all the things.
Right. So you don't believe what's true?
I don't believe that monotheist religion is true.
Why not?
Because it just seems so anti-intellectual.
Anti-intellectual. Name one thing I've said.
Let's have a chat a bit later.
No, but name one thing I've just said to you now that you can class as unintellectual.
He talks about Muhammad flying on a winged horse. It's like, as hard as I try, if I wanted to subscribe to that, I'm never going to believe that. I'm never going to believe in miracles. I'm never going to believe the creator of the universe spoke to me.
What is the source of what you believe?
Logic, rationality, experience.
No. So you only believe things you experience. Do you believe man landed on the moon?
Maybe I don't have any beliefs.
No, do you believe man landed on the moon?
Maybe I don't have beliefs.
No, do you believe man landed on the moon?
I accept it to be true based on the available evidence.
So you believe man landed on the moon?
I accept it to be true.
That's a belief.
That's a belief.
Why do you believe it's true?
Based on the available evidence.
Based on what? Based on the TV?
Well, yeah.
I remember Star Wars. So you don't think they could manufacture it if they wanted to?
You don't believe it's true?
I just, no. This is your question, not mine. I'm asking you. I'm asking you what forms your opinions, what forms your beliefs. So you're saying to me now, you believe man landed on the moon because you saw a TV picture of some guy going like this and planting a flag on what looked like the moon.
Well, I've seen the footage.
So do you believe everything you see on TV? Of course you don't. Of course you
It's
don't.
between fact and fiction.
So why do you believe that's fact?
So we've been back to the book. We've been there.
Why do you believe that?
Because why would they lie about that?
That's irrelevant. Why do you believe it? So what you're saying to me is, you don't believe government will lie to you ever, and that we must have landed on the moon because the government said we landed on the moon. That's fine. If that's what forms your opinions, and that's what supports your truth claims.
Yeah, there are other sources of information.
Like what? Like what?
Well, books.
Books.
Yeah, footage.
Footage of what? I'll show you Star Wars. Is that real? Does the planet Naboo exist? Is Jar Jar Binks up there?
Is that not what religion is? Just fiction. Just the greatest story
No.
told.
No. No, it's not.
You see what I believe in about.
When you tell me,
Human beings tell
when you
stories.
tell me you believe things you see on TV are true, yeah, I do understand why you believe it. Yeah, I do.
I think it's feasible and plausible that we went and landed on the moon. That there was a project.
Do you believe it's plausible that we didn't land on the moon? And the reasons why they claim they did, for example, they show that how can the flag have four shadows? No, I'm just saying to give examples.
It's very conspiratorial.
What's a conspiracy theory? Let's just end it on this. Do you believe in conspiracy theories?
I don't know, roll me off.
I'm going to prove to you right now you believe in conspiracy theories. How's that? I'll prove it to you.
Go on then.
All right. Would you accept the challenge, yeah? All right.
Go on then.
Do you believe the government always tell you the truth?
Probably not.
No, do you believe they always tell you the truth or not?
I think they probably hide a lot.
So they don't tell you the truth? Right. Do you believe the government conspire amongst themselves to present a false reality as the truth?
So there you go.
Do you believe that governments conspire amongst themselves to present a false reality as the truth?
Potentially, yeah.
Then you believe in conspiracy theories, my friend. Been great. Take care. Remind me of your name, sorry, my friend. Phil. I'm going to do a bit of a... Okay, that was Phil. Very nice guy. Typical English lad. Didn't really believe in monotheistic religions and such. Doesn't believe in miracles, which is fine. That's the way he's been brought up. When you go to school in this country, apparently it's a Christian country, but when you go to school, religion's a joke and science is serious and true. So according to our school, we're taught we evolved from monkeys and we're shown this little thing, but then when it comes to religion, we get some dodgy teacher who can't control the class, and you come out of school, religion's a joke, science is serious. So I can understand his viewpoints. But then you look at an English lad and think, why has he become a Muslim? All the fun he's left behind. But then when pressed on that fun, what is that fun? Sitting in a pub having a pint. You know, when you do that when you're 20 or whatever is one thing. When you do it when you're 40, you become a bum. That's what happens. But like I said, nice lad. And we'll continue. This is part 1. We'll do part 2 later. All right? Assalamu alaikum.